what are these people saying who come from underground? What are they saying? They say, I've been there since May. I've been there since February. Common sense will tell you that no one can survive without food. From February, whatever way you got it, but you can't survive from February up to now. You can't. So, rather than the other way around, police needs to be questioned if you want to. How did this person survive from February? Because he is here now. He says, I've been there since February. Why have police not acted from February to May? Now we're not there. I'm simplifying things that seem complicated. Now, since then, a number of things have happened. We've received reports, but the status quo, as it stands, where's my notebook, my brown notebook? Let me report this, and I do want us to be persuaded, all of us, to base our, remember that I've said anger is allowed here. Anger is allowed. What is not allowed is lies. Please don't tell lies. Be truthful, be honest. So don't say there are no Zimbabweans that are underground or that have come out. Don't say so. Instead, what I would want you to say is to declare your interests when you speak. But don't hide that there is a personal interest that you may have when you speak. And then you make us believe that the South African government is inhumane, and it wants people dead just because you are pursuing an interest that you are hiding. You are not going to be arrested just by declaring that, look, I am one of the people who are benefiting from this illegal mining. We're not going to arrest him. That at night I do buy. No. I'm being honest. Because if we fool one another, it's un-South African to tell lies and to be dishonest. Because we want to build a country here. And there's no country that can be built on lies. And we can't hide facts from one another. So let's be honest, because you have been honest thus far, saying the people of this township and that township and that another and that other one, they are poor. You are honest enough. The people of this, we are also honest in saying no one could have survived if they were not getting anything from February. But we're not going to say who did what from February to now. We know those operational things. We're not, but what we want, so that we you know, when you want to build a home and have children with somebody that you call your partner, your wife, you tell one another, you become truthful. First thing that you say is that, yeah, I'm so and so. You don't lie, because if you lie, the woman will catch you at some point. You don't say to a woman, I'm rich, I've got 5 Mercedes-Benzes and so on. Because she's going to discover. And the day she discovered, you are gone. So she too. So when you build something, you build it on the basis of honesty. Now, let us do that as we embark on this. But here are the facts. Operation Valumkoti started last year in November. Since then, 2,917 people have come out of or emerged from these illegal mines around this place. Okay. But since October this year, since August alone, 1,313 have come out from around here since August, with more and more numbers of people coming out. Where are they coming out from? They are coming out. Yeah, I see that this man is bringing an additional camera because he wants to get this fact, and I appreciate that. So that even with journalists, we share same facts. I must confess that at times when I see reporters, they wouldn't cover us as government, but they would cover local people only. They don't say, this is what this local person is saying, and then go to net joints led by police around here and the army. They don't go and interview that so-and-so is saying this, what are you saying? And so you live the whole afternoon with something that is not balanced. I must say so. Something that is not balanced. If one individual is very angry and they talk, they don't afford, on the other hand, police and the army who are given this responsibility also to express their anger before the story goes out to the public. And I'm persuading you, the media, that please don't, for instance, don't cover us alone. Don't cover the police and the army alone. And then you don't go to the really affected people. Give them a say so that the story gets balanced. If it is all about telling lies, give me an opportunity to lie, but then give another person an opportunity to lie so that people get both lies. But don't pretend that that is the only story. I'm persuading you, because the matter that we are dealing with here is quite, it's causing tempers to rise. So before everybody becomes or gets BP and sugar and salt and all those diseases, balance the story. Balance the story. 2,917. But if there's somebody who knows another figure, you can come up with another figure. Since August, 1,313. Now the question, how many people are underground? The answer, I don't know. If there's somebody who knows, let them come out. It would mean that it would be somebody who has been counting these people ever since they started getting down over counter. We will appreciate getting that. I have no problem with journalists asking that question. But I just want to be upfront. Nobody knows, unless we haven't seen anyone who says, I was counting. Even those who have gone underground, they don't say, we made a call underground and we made people queue and we counted the queue. Nobody says so. So the numbers are known. Okay. Now, this after, let me just say, the court has found that there is nothing illegal that is being or has been done by government, by the army and police. Nothing. Nothing. That is what the court said. There are people who are saying they want to go further, they want to go to another court, they want to come with Fine, that is free. We are free. They are free to do so. We have no problem. The Human Rights, there's Human Rights Commission, we recognize the Human Rights Commission. Remember, police operate within the Constitution to the best of their ability. They operate within the law. They have to operate within the law to the best of our ability. So the court has confirmed that. But remember this, when police do their work, including somebody who would have stabbed somebody dead, and they catch up when they see police and then they run away, that person, that suspect runs away, police will pursue you. And if you get injured in the process and police realize that you are injured, the first thing that police would do is to take you to hospital. That's the first thing. They don't finish you off. They don't. Unless right from the beginning you didn't cooperate. Right from the, you saw police, you remembered you were carrying a firearm, you fired. Aye, police. That is what they are taught to do. It's part of their job. So the notion that police, South African police, in doing their job here, which has now been backed by the court, they are acting in a manner that is not consistent with human rights provisions and prescriptions is not true. It's not backed by any evidence. It's not. It's not. That is the finding of the court. But that is also our operational knowledge. And we don't intend to do that. There are two things that police observe all the time when they act. It's the Constitution, it is the law. And what are the principles? Right to life. So when people here in Stilfontein make statements, strong statements about the right to life, we agree. You mustn't be under the impression that police are not agreeing. We agree. You are saying what we are saying, what is governing us as police. So there's nothing new. If you get some 2 minutes to talk to TV, remember that you are not saying something out of cloud nine. You are saying what is in the Constitution of the Republic, what is binding to the police, South African police. And you are consolidating what South Africa wants. Right to life. What else? Treating people with dignity. That you want people to be treated with dignity. Police are forced. Remember, there is even IP in South Africa who are overseeing police. Immediately they act in an undignified way. IP will go and investigate and arrest that policeman or policewoman. So let's be clear about this. We are not contesting any space there. What is our interest as police? Prevent unlawfulness. But if we catch you acting in an unlawful way, as we arrest you when you declare you are thirsty, you have water, we'll give you water. Because you have broken the law. Because our primary thing is to keep order in South Africa, prevent unlawfulness. Even when it happens to you, we must do that. So there are those facts, therefore. Now, I'm closing now. What do we want to do immediately after this? Because I've fairly covered MSC. If he remembers anything as chairman, he will add one or two things. we want to say to you, here is an opportunity. Let's find one another, let's talk. One of the things that we need to do, learn to do in South Africa, is to seek commonality. There are so many people in this room. If every one of us will say, I want this, I want, we will never have a country. Literally, we'll never have a country. One of the things that we must do is to learn to find one another, accommodate one another, so that at the end we have a country. If we don't do that, the democracy that we fought for and attained will be useless and irrelevant. If we don't seek to hear one another, listen to each other. So those of you who are carrying posters, you are free to stand up, talk as you show your poster, both talk, Tina Sibes Funda, read, or what you are free to do so. But we are much interested in what is your thought, and will your thought resolve the problem? Unlawfulness, but also allow us to do those things that we said DMR needs to do. So please, when you stand up, say whatever you say, but one of the things that we would plead with you to say, how long do you think the people who are said to be underground, I now know that there are people who are underground because police told us that one of the days when a number of people were coming out, 3 people went back quickly when they saw police. So I now know, factual. I'm not speculating. At least 3 people went back underground. So how long must we keep those 3 people and any other number that any one of you are aware of underground? And in other words, will we be lawful or unlawful? Will that promote lawfulness or it will promote unlawfulness? Remember, I spoke about balance. So don't be one-sided. Because we're building a country. Tomorrow, somebody will be found in your home, in your house, unlawfully. When police come to that house, you will say, he is in that bedroom, but unlawfully. What will you say to police? Must they give food to that person and water? What will he do? Because he is unlawfully in the yard. So let's be realistic and practical. Let's be realistic and practical. But I say, don't hide your interests, even if they are personal. Just tell us, I have someone who is my lover inside, so please look after him. But say, does that mean we must keep him there? Well separated. So we want to assist each other to get. Share your thought, but distinctly tell us how long must those people be there. If you don't do this, as I sit down, Chair, if you don't tell us how long must those people be there, we will advise. We will advise. Remember that the police who are here, even in the middle of the night, are human beings. They are the fathers and mothers of this nation too, and of their families. But to keep them here, government must pay. Where must money go? Must it go to policing around Stilfontein, or we must chase criminals in South Africa? Where must money go? Must it go to DMR, to look at creating jobs, turn these illegal mines into legal activities and so on. Remember, when they identify you and they assist you, they will also give you a license. That's what they are saying. But we are saying, let's decide where the resources of the country must go here in this meeting. Do you want us to pay police, keep them here, even at 1 o'clock, looking for somebody who might appear, who might emerge, instead of chasing criminals somewhere? Is it rational to do so? Now, my prayer, Chair, is that everybody must have water. In this room, I don't know whether they brought enough water, so that when you are overcome by emotion and you are overcome by anger, which is natural, you must be angry to live. You can't just be happy, evergreen, ever happy. But if you can afford it. So if you are overcome by emotion or anger, take a sip from water. Ulinde, wehlise kahle umubese ukhuluma, so that we hear what you want to say. Because nathi sokwenza kanjalo. In closing, Chair, please, while you have to give us enough time, but you have to tell us how long we want to be here in this meeting, so that we go and deal with other problems elsewhere. So balance up. So it's about balancing. It's about balancing, not one-sidedness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
But we then said there are other people who can walk out, because there are people who have walked out. It's a fact. So let's be factual. That's the problem, because we're going to have a problem if I speak with an aim of blaming you. Win the argument. I don't want to win the argument. I'm not here for that. I'm here to take blame, to take criticism as well. So don't avoid saying there are people who have come out of Margaret.
I can get to that.
So that we share that as a fact. That's number one. There are people, more than 30, according to the report. Let me also correct you. Don't continue saying unless you like it. We're not discriminating against any foreign national. We have not said we prefer that we take out only South Africans and not Mozambicans and so on. We're making facts that there are people from Zimbabwe, there are people from... I didn't say we don't care about those, we just want... But the last thing that I want to say is that you are free to continue to criticize us and so on, but at the end we just want what is going to work. So far, there are three. He didn't add any fourth method of getting people out. There are three that have been put on the table, and we've said we're fine with that, but we'll talk about them. So is there any other fourth from where you sit?
No, Mr. Minister, I think from where we are sitting, yes, the only method that must be used is from the government, the safe one. You see, as much as that one that we're doing as a community, you said is risky and dangerous. But I was so amazed because we did that thing in the midst of the police. Whatever we did that was dangerous there, we did it in the midst of the police. We pulled up those people, all of them with the rope, in the midst of the police. So whatever should have happened that time, maybe, I don't know, we were binded by that indemnity form that we signed on Gold, but I'm not there,
okay,
my leader.
Okay.
You see, the issue of illegal immigrants, it's a fact. It's a fact, my leader. It's a fact. But I think you will go back and have engagement with your fellow office from the South African National Defence Force.
Okay.
But let us not blame people who came here illegally. You must understand one thing, Minister. You can check all this community here. We have brother-in-laws who are from Mozambique, who are from Zimbabwe. Because they've been here for 30 years, past 30 years. Who were we to chase people away? While the government has failed to do their responsibility on the border post. It's not our responsibility. But thank you very much, Mr.
No, thank you. As you leave, you are perfect.
That issue of Margaret. Can I please respond to that one of Margaret?
Yeah, maybe together with this one. You are perfect in saying there are various responsibilities and various stakeholders in the country. And you are saying it is the duty of government to close the borders, not your responsibility. And we accept that even when people are underground but they come from, it is still, we still have various duties to perform. You are not saying now that they are underground and they need to come out, so government must not play their responsibility. Just before we still have various responsibilities. So don't talk as if now that they are down there, it's your responsibility alone, and government must play no role, so that we move together.
No, thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
Yes.
You have a role that you are playing as the police.
Yes.
But in that instance where we are, that's why affected families came to us as community leaders. That our kids, our brothers, they are down there. I can tell you one thing. Your responsibility on this one as Valam Goat is just to stand there and kill people underground. Because if ever you had a responsibility to save them, you should have said Pumani Sivale. You see, even if you did not say Pumani Sivale. But now, reality fact of the matter, there are human beings underground there. So simply means, as a caring government, as the leader of society, Oliver Tambo once said, if ever the AS is going to do to us what the apartheid regime did to us, we'll do the same to the AS what the apartheid regime did to us. That one, we are going to be frank and honest with it, my leader. We are going to be frank and honest with that thing. We'll not serve another government that does not care about our people. My leadership. What must happen? The government said to us 2 weeks ago, we have a plan. We are going to bring rescue mission. We said no problem as leaders. We'll just wait on the community so that they can see when their loved ones are resurfaced. But to date, you come back to us again. What is the plan that you see? What can be done? If we can agree all of us say, no, let us use the rope. So simply if we are going to use the rope, the same rope that was said is risky and dangerous. So let us be realistic when it comes to other things, my leader. But your duty and responsibility as a police is to protect and save. Okay. Yeah, we are protecting us, but some are not saving us. Because those people, they must be saved as a son of agency. Thank you very much.
Address the issue of specialized, because all arrangements have been done. We will come up with it, and we wanted to present
I want to try not to repeat anything that was said by my fellow comrade. My name is Timbile Bodman, the Muhila Minister. This time I have water. Let me first appreciate that you are back from the last time that you came. Thank you very much for coming back, Minister. I am bound, or I want to respond from the things that you have said when you were addressing here. I know it will look like I'm wasting time, but it is important that we don't live here with that narrative. It is important that we must teach each other, as you mentioned, that we are here as partners to make sure we find solutions. I appreciate the fact that you said you are from KwaZulu-Natal and there are no mines. Therefore, that would suggest OT. we have a responsibility as a community that is formed out of mining to assist. Minister, firstly, let me assist in this issue that I think it will assist us going forward. Why are we here, and why do you get Mozambicans, Zimbabweans, Lesotho resurfacing underground more than the people of South Africa or the people of Stilfontein? Why? It is important that you must know why. This is the effects that were left to us by the apartheid system. Post 94, we are still, imprisoned in that matter that was left by government. If you remember, if I must note or remind you, even the late Ndateyu Masikela made a song with it, saying Stimela, Svele Daka, Baba, Mozambicans, and they here to mine. It's because there was a system that was designed to recruit miners from all these countries that you mentioned that seem to be a problem today. And that system demonized mining in the locality. We could not mine because when we saw people base mine, because they were taken, I'm sure Waposwa London now from KwaZulu Natal. But everybody came because they were recruited who could join to come in Stilfontein to mine. At that time, this mine was owned by Buffelsfontein Mines. The person that applied for mining rights here was Buffelsfontein. He has about 12 shafts that escort up. Now, when you leave mining, and I hear you saying, no. He left because it was no more profitable for him to mine. He left because it was becoming expensive for him to mine as a capitalist. Now, he left those mines, but surprisingly, our government has a responsibility to hold accountable everyone that has mining rights in the closure, because that person must apply for closure, and there is rehabilitation funds that will be, banked there to rehabilitate this mine. So this issue of today, it should not come as if it's something that just came out of nowhere. There is this problem. Now you understand, when they came, they would be hosteled, hostel. They would not come to our township. Each hostel would have about 6,000 to 8,000 people in these 12 shafts. Now when they left, that system of recruitment had no backup of saying, let us take you back home. The hostels, as is called, and those people had to seek refuge in our township, Ekuma, where they met Abasisuti Siabatana. So where they met Abasisuti Batibayabatana. Now that would give a clear picture of why, when people resurface underground, are people from Mozambique and all those. Abanye is their kids that are coming from there because they know, but survivor. But these people, they also know that underground, as much as Kutwe Imine is there is still something. I would not go there. I would never go there. Because they know, they were told, then that is why we have this problem. Fast forward, Minister. I said last time, a footprint is important for you when you come here. Because these officials and your colleagues, they are misleading you, including Umurwe, local. They are misleading you because, Minister, you came here last time and we said to you,
Margaret did not just appear in the picture. On the 21st October, that was our first meeting with the authorities. 21 of October. Siku November now. Abantu bakaphumi bonke. So what happened? We went to the authorities and we said there is this problem, and I'm happy you mentioned it. We don't have a problem with Operation Valamkot, and you mentioned it. There's two elements that you did when you were implementing. You failed to consult and see, solutions to work on eradicating poverty and unemployment. You mentioned that, but I want to add the third one. You failed as you were planning or implementing to see to it, how would we deal with an issue of human rights, of protecting the Constitution of South Africa, of a right to human dignity and a right to life. The plan did not have that. Hence we are stuck here. Hence you are asking us that how are we going to rescue them? So it means that plan also failed in that aspect. That's number one. Number two, when we spoke to them, we had about 4 to 5 to 6 meetings with all the stakeholders. Minister, issue as a Margaret, isuka to that committee. So there was a committee. So when you ask me about Margaret, I'm like, Minister, because this is what we did. That's when we got all these numbers. We did flyers that were thrown in the holes to make sure we are rescuing people. Then later on, we discovered that the dynamics of these shafts are not the same. Hence, we went to shaft 11. We were very saddened by you coming there, even a showboat when you just went there, without even at least standing there to have the feel and essence of what is happening here. So we did that. Now, fast forward, in your meeting last time, you were very progressive, I must say, and we welcomed that. You formed a committee that must see to it that the rescue team will be employed and will facilitate the better way of assisting these people to come out. Ndademureng was the chair of that committee. And as the community, we are here. We wouldn't have been here if that committee was effective, was working. You would not see all these people. We want to say Umurweng failed the course that you set. Why are we here? It's because the reason we are here, it's because, and I'm disappointed, Nambaba, with speech, because if you have left a committee, and you know you have left a committee, the first briefing that you want to hear is from that committee. So you came here, food, the program, each will give a report. Report. Now, in the previous meeting, I'm quoting you, normally, we want to be here for a week. It did not happen. Umurweng said, Monday, phase 1 is gone, second phase is gone. Monday, we are starting to rescue people. We are in Friday today. No one is out at number 11. Now, I, for one, am under the impression for us to get a way forward. We thought you'd stand here and wait for the report, and after that and say, we are winning here as a department, as government, we are failing here. How do we assist each other? Millions and millions are being spent by this government for that rescue. For this government not to give us a report on that, I find it discouraging. It's disturbing, and it's actually disrespecting from the chairperson that you left to. He's ignoring us, he's not speaking to us, he has his committee. So I'm saying for us to go forward, the first one, Margaret, we agreed ngayo. Ungasibuzi ngayo, sise ngayo izangangane. Eyesibini yile Europe
it's happening. And we appreciate abantu abaphuma at shaft 10. But Minister, common sense, if you say apply as I'm about to close. Somebody said, at 10, was at 10 good what they are using our gators. And those gators, they said it's 1,200. Now one journalist asked me, there were people that came out and they ran back. Does it make sense? It does not. There's no common sense on it. If that happened, and they must say the police, if that happened, people came out and they ran back, they must say in which shaft. Because at shaft Margaret, when that cash opened, police are here. They need to press that thing to go back. So these things, they need to report them. Some journalists asked me, there's one who came with a letter to his wife, and then he ran back. So would you try to lift yourself 1,200 or 1,400? Uye phezulu baba xa uphuma ukhuphilete umfazi ubaleke uyo hayi make kudlalwa ngathi. So we are saying baba, that committee, please, if you can resuscitate it, you would then get a progressive report on it. Thank you very much, Ndiabulela. Ukomrade sayitethile borders. I thought as you are coming with these challenges, you'll also give us an overview of your department. What are you doing in the borders to make sure abantu abangeni? Lastly, we accept the fact the issue artisanal mining. We accept it. But Utule Minister, Mandisho, Utule is not saying anything. But I'm saying, ITMRE, Nalapa, last time you said, because interest here too, as you asked, what is your interest? Our interest is the future of these abandoned mines, to make sure they benefit our communities. Artisanal mining, a right way to mine. Hence, we are friends with DMRP. Thank you very much.
Specialized rescue smart train.
Yes. That one we agreed upon. But we'd like to have a report.
No, it's not a report.
Yes.
We shortened the period to once.
I think you can learn up.
We'll give you
some
court reports. Yeah, so the niggas must summarize. Yeah, they did give us. Cuba.
Give the next speaker.
Yeah.
You can come, my brother. Minister, Minister, right? Minister, mna ndingumandla Charles, ndibuya Eastern Cape Mthatha. Minister, utata wami wayesebenza ezimayini, wabulawa into ebizwa i-tizes. Minister washiya singenanto ekhaya. Kulapho ngirealize khona ukuthi no, I am a man, I have to wake up. Ngizamele abantwana basekhaya, mama. Abantwana basekhaya bakhulisile ngale golide, mina ngisebenza le golide. Ndibakhulisile ndisebenza le golide. Ndathatha, ndaba nomfazi, ndaba nabantwana. Ngayo yona le golide. Ndihlala apha extension ekhulu. Minister, indlela enistreete ngayo in the last 4 months. Siyayazi ukuthi operation yeni yaqala ngoNovember. Mara last 4 months sesabona ukuthi no igovernment iyasibulala. Ukuthi indoda nendoda yenza iplan iphume emgodini. That was August. Ndanyamezela ndithi hayi noko man. ugovernment uzokwenza iplan necommunity izobona iyayazi ukuthi silapha phayana kukhalwa ngabantu baseMozambique kukhalwa ngabantu baseZimbabwe kukhalwa ngabantu baseLesotho no ezamayini zazezethu thina ifamily zalapha ekhulu icommunity yalapha ekhulu ithe xa ngiqala ukubona uba ukutya akungeni ndabona uba no man kunenye intwana yam yosibaru wam ebendingene nayo phaa it's not the first time ngingena phaa kudala ndiyayazi into yaphaa ukuthi kwenzakala ntoni emgodini ndangena ukuphuma kwam ndiphume ngegaters eli abantu phaa enumber 10 abaphuma ngalo akho mnandi xa ninyuka phaa niyi-20 nizofika niyi-3 i-17 izowela phantsi le kuthiwa noma kumiwe abantu simele bona abantu bayaphuma bazophuma kuzofika 3 i-17 izowela phantsi nami ebendihamba nabo abantu bendathi ka ndiqala ukubamba igaters ndalibamba nabo bawela phantsi la majita khonzani babona phela okushini abekho and there is no way ukuthi amapolisa bengekabikho aware ngokuthi no abantu bayakwazi ukunyuka ngegaters. So minister le ndaba yokuthi nositshela ukuthi no kunenye iway yokuthi no kungaphuma abantu pha ayikho ubulala abantu bazofa if ukhipha ngokuthi ume pha phezu kwembobo abantu bazofa angali minister ukuthi no nathi lapha singene illegal nathi indlela besenzwa indlala kodwa minister siyacela i-community beke yazama ukuthi nosidonsa abantu sazama ubadonsa noko sidonsile abantu abayi-11 nomnye kososishonile owes-12 minister uthe kuthi masiyeke utsala abantu usho ukuthi wathi no ucela siyeke utsala abantu wena uzoza ne-rescue team yakho kuneveki ezimbini ndizibuza ukuthi abantu ababathini ngoku because oko belindele wena uthi no mabamove 100 meters away from the shaft basahlila abantu abalinde wena ukuthi kuzokwehla umuntu afika sixelele ukuthi hayi ke madoda siqebile yizani nizokhwela nansi iminqwelo niye ngaphandle akukho umuntu ngamanga into yokuthi akukho umuntu ofuna ukuthi no aphume pha wonke umuntu ufuna uphuma pha akumnandanga pha ukuthi iColgate akumnandanga kuphele i2 weeks usithi iColgate ayikho mnandi leyo while uyazi ukuthi no if bendingaphandle noba kungangena kutya benziwe unkinqa kwamakhelwane nditye ebuhlungu le nto umuntu kayigqibotya leyo Colgate nami ndingomnye oyityile iColgate ndabamba intsimbi ndanyuka ndaphezulu ngenxa yoba ndibona ukuthi no isimo ngoku kuyabhetha ndaphumela ngaphandle. So ndiyacela minister ndicela ukuthi le nto uyenze fast it's either uvumela i-community ibuyele back iyodonsa no solange idonsa 2-3 yabantu ngelanga ku-right kunemiphefumlo eseyivekileyo kunokuthi wena uhambe uyohlala phezu kwembobo i-team yakho ihambe uyohlala phezu kwembobo abantu bangakwazi ukuphuma. Siyacela minister sokuphelelana